The NBA suspended its season after Rudy Gobert tested positive for the coronavirus, and the NBA playoffs would have started 2 weeks ago at the time I'm recording this. Today I'm going to talk about what I think would have happened if the NBA season went the way it was supposed to go. First up is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was on a track for another MVP season, back-to-back MVPs, and Chris Middleton was already into his All-Star year. But when their season ended unexpectedly, they had already clinched a playoff spot and were poised to have the best record in the NBA. And they were also poised to have an NBA Finals run. My prediction was they would have reached the NBA Finals. The Lakers were thriving with the duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis when the season ended unexpectedly. They were poised also to make an NBA Finals run, and I predict that they would have made the NBA Finals along with the Bucks. Two more teams we need to talk about are the Clippers and the Heat. First of all, the Clippers. They had two great defenders in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And when the season ended unexpectedly, they were ranked second in the Western Conference. I think they would have made it to the Western Conference Finals, but the Lakers would have beat them out. The next team we need to talk about is the Heat. They already had Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo from the start of the season, and Andre Iguodala only helped their team. I think they would have made the playoffs and would have gone pretty far in, but it would have been defeated by one of the better teams. Another team we need to talk about is the Raptors. They already had their championship core, but they lost Kawhi Leonard because of that. But they were still the second seed in the Eastern Conference and clinched the playoff spot. But I think they would have been eliminated by the Bucks in maybe the Eastern Conference Finals. Another team we need to talk about is the 76ers. They had two young players in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, and were lower than last year, but still were poised to make a playoff run. But they were a lower seed and didn't have the home court advantage, and I think they would have lost in maybe the first or second round. The Nets were deemed a big team at the start of the NBA season, but then Kevin Durant was already out for the whole year, and Kyrie Irving had surgery in the middle of the season. Only DeAndre Jordan was left as their biggest off-season acquisition that played this year. But Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie could support them, but that won't get them too far into the playoffs. Next up is the Rockets. They already had James Harden, the best shooting guard in the league, and then they acquired Russell Westbrook in an off-season trade with the Thunder, which included Chris Paul. This poised them to make a good run at the NBA Finals, but I think they won't be able to get there. I think they might struggle a little bit, and they will get out in the first or second round. Another team is the Mavericks and Luka Doncic. The Rookie of the Year was having a great season, and his complement in Kristaps Porzingis was also pretty good. But they were the 7th seed, and that seeding could have costed them in their playoff run, which they looked like they were going to have a good run at. So that's it for today. That's what I think would have happened if we continued the NBA season. But thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel.